Hello YouTubers and my dear subscribers. I have some multiple problems. When coming back from camping in September, I noticed that power steering was leaking, and that's what the spot right there. Not sure if it's leaking from the gearbox or hoses. Also, I got a side swiped on the side. They scraped the side over here and the bumper. Let's go inside and talk. Oh, okay. After I returned from my camping trip in September, I've noticed a spot under the van, and it turns to be power steering leaking. So I went to see mechanic, and here they estimate, although he said first I need to weld the frame because there is a hole in the frame. I got all upset and all that. He said he was not doing this kind of job on the site, so I need to find a good welder who would take care of it. Start looking for locations, found a couple of places in the Bronx and in Brooklyn. Nothing really here in Yonkers, but I didn't want to drive all the way with leaking power steering. So I got into the van one night, and with the flashlight I checked it, and it turns to be that it's not a frame which has a hole in it, but there is a little kind of metal plate where the gearbox attaches next to it. So I cleaned it with a chisel and metal brush. I spray it with this primer. It says on heavy rusted metal, so I did that, and I put this Lucas power steering stop leak, which doesn't really stop leak, but at least it's a little bit thicker and it holds the pressure, so I could drive from one side of the street to another side of the street. Although today is election day, so they didn't clean, and Friday, where I need to drive over to another side again, we actually have Veterans Day, so they're not cleaning. In this case, I just leave it here until next Tuesday. Okay, I need to do some cleaning here for the winter time. I want to take out the TV and some of the electronics, which easy removable. I don't want it to freeze. So also I purchased a solar panel. I think it's 30-watt solar panel, which I'm planning to put on the roof, kind of temporary, because the 100-watt is a little bit too big for it, and I want to secure it with something that it's not required to make any holes in the roof. So I have to come up with some idea, maybe, I don't know, bungee cord around the air conditioner unit, but it's gonna be kind of like easy removable, which means easy to steal. Although here it's kind of safe, people don't really steal anything until some strangers come in the neighborhood. Okay, so let's get back to the power steering system problems. I probably gonna take it to Brooklyn, to location which was suggested by one of my friends who owns Amulet company, and he services his Ford vans in that shop, and they specialize in this kind of vans, so they know what to do. And I'm planning basically replace They're gonna weld the frame, they're gonna fix it up, they're gonna reinforce it, whatever they have to do, so avoid future problem. And they're gonna check everything. I don't know how much that will be. That's another case which held me from doing this yesterday, so I'm gonna try to do it again. I don't know the price yet, but the power steering, gearbox and hoses need to be replaced. That's a must. Also, plans for the future is to do brake lines and maybe fuel lines. I don't know how long I want to keep this van, but so much time and money invested in it that I want to keep it as long as possible. Okay. All right. I cleaned the refrigerator. I put some stuff to absorb moisture. Also, I want to get some dehumidifier for the season, so it doesn't accumulate any moisture. So far, it doesn't smell any weird smells here. No odors. Everything smells nice and fresh inside, because basically nothing from original van left here. Everything was replaced, everything was stripped and replaced with the new materials, all the wood, all the headliner and everything. Insulation. Still need to finish this wall, still want to finish this side also, still work to do on this corner and finish up this wall. Don't really know what I want to do here. I don't think I want to put the bathroom inside, although I can have some kind of like sealed compartment, maybe like with ventilation, and stash porta potty there, the one I got called Curve Tedford, and hopefully that one will do the job. And as lots of you know, if you go to campsite, it's usually bathroom in the campsite, in any campsite. If you, let's say, travel, there are gas stations. So I see no real reason for me to do anything like installing permanent bathroom here, making those tanks, but just in case of emergency. Okay, that was pretty much a review of my problems I'm facing at this point with van, which put a stop on all other. Oh, where is the volume? Okay, so the finalize our video today, I need to fix power steering problem first, and then go ahead and continue with upgrades and collect funds to do future repairs, like replacing brake lines and maybe fuel lines too. Also, I purchased this nice storage made by HDX, which carried by Home Depot. I stopped by yesterday and I needed something like this because I'm planning to organize all the screws I have and bolts and nuts and all that stuff. So I decided to buy one of these, but when I was walking to the register, the girl at the register said, why are you buying one if you can get two for the same price. So I was like, oh, you kidding me, really? So basically it works like this. You slide this, locks, and no, not this, on the bottom. Okay, you slide it off and it separates it. And then you have two compartments, and it also locks. You cannot open because those sliding locks holes in it, and then you open it, and these compartments here, the permanent, this you can adjust any way. You can do this way, you can remove this part and make large compartment. Very versatile. I like this. I'm pretty much big fan of this brand for different items, as I'm a fan of Ryobi cordless tools. The price pretty good. Alright, so that's pretty much it of today's video. And that was my little cry out for a problem I have, which I want to fix. And the only way I can do it is to find a free time for that, to take van to Brooklyn, which is some like 31 mile away from here. So I hope I'm gonna be able to make it with leaking power steering. I'm gonna be monitoring it while I'm driving, and I got about a gallon of power steering fluid just in case, and we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna keep you updated. Goodbye, everybody.